Good morning. It's 9:01 a.m. And I am doing my first live stream in a long time here in my Facebook group. And I'll tell you why. I just returned to New York City after taking a sabbatical for the year in Charleston, South Carolina. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. Just give me a heart or a thumbs up and let me know. After taking the year, we went to Charleston and I just got back. And I have been really trying to rev my business back up as a life coach. I was so busy teaching and coaching young people, college kids, and even younger in Charleston that I was not able to continue to maintain my coaching professional actors. But what was really great about all of that is that I learned so much about our mindsets and a lot of what the messaging we get very early on in our careers, right? I mean, even as a young kid, there's a lot of fear that is instilled into us by parents and teachers, and I witnessed that firsthand. So I realized how important it is to be a coach. So if you don't know, I work as the Broadway life coach. Let me just pop this up. I'm trying this new software. Let's see if it works. There we go. I work as the Broadway life coach, and I help actors get more auditions. I help actors build more confidence so that they can find success and fulfillment in their lives and their careers. And it's been, for me, a 5-year, maybe 6 years now in the making, based on my lessons in my journey. So I grew up in a small town in Texas doing community theater. And for all intents and purposes, I didn't go to Yale School of Drama, and I didn't go to, CCM or University of Michigan and those major musical theater programs, which everyone seems to think that you need to do in order to have a successful career. And yet I've been in 5 Broadway shows. I've done major motion pictures. I've done lots of commercials and television. And so it just proves that it really isn't so much about where you go and, your history, but what you do with the tools that you have. And for me, I love to help actors change their mindset, change their approach to the business so that they really start to explore new ways of finding success. And it's not just limited to whether or not they book a job, So if you're looking for, or if you know someone who's creative, send me a private message. Let me know. I'm looking to fill my roster with coaching clients. I've got 12 spots open right now for private coaching. And if you're curious about what coaching with me looks like, feels like, tastes like, just hit me up. We can talk, no charge, no pressure. We can try it out and see if you like it. And so hit me up and let me know. But today, I'm actually going to talk about something that I think is really important, not only for us in show business, but for us in general as human beings. And that is learning how to reward ourselves for small accomplishments. All right. And it's very easy for us to feel like we're never doing enough. In fact, I had a client last week just say that to me. She's like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And how do you manage when you're not feeling like you're doing enough? You start with really simple steps of gratitude. Okay. I know it's like gratitude. We always hear gratitude, but gratitude really is the magical key to unlocking your potential. So the way I see it is, let's say if today I did one small thing to get towards my goal, then that was a successful day. We have to redefine what success means. If success lies on the other end of achieving something, of getting a show, of getting a job, then we're going to constantly never feel successful. But if we can acknowledge the little things, the small things. Today I showed up for an audition. Today I did my vocalizing. I worked on my lines. I called 3 people and let them know I'm available for work. I did a Facebook Live and letting people know that I'm looking for clients. Whatever it is that you're currently looking to do, you do one small thing and you reward yourself for it. So what are some ways we can reward ourselves? Not all, I think most of the time, for me, at least, I can speak for myself, it tends to be around food. I like to reward myself with food. I really like coffee. I'm still drinking my cold brew iced coffee this morning. But it doesn't always have to be caloric, all right? We can always find other ways that don't require money and don't require gaining weight, okay? So one of my favorite things to do is a bath. Buy some amazing salts and take an awesome bath. Get a bath bomb. That's a beautiful reward for yourself. I'd love to know if you have things that you like to do to reward yourself. Leave them in the comments below. But what's important about rewarding ourselves is that you can't build on success you don't acknowledge. And every little bit of success that we have has to be acknowledged in order to get to the next step. You can't build on it, right? So I had a client last week who felt like, I mentioned she didn't feel like she was doing enough. Once we broke it down and we said, okay, well, what did you do this week towards your career? Well, I went to 3 auditions. I sent postcards out to casting directors. I talked to my agents, right? So those are success. That's something you have to acknowledge. When you think about how many actors don't have agents, don't take the steps they need to do to market themselves, to put themselves out there, to ask for what they want. So those little things have to be rewarded. So what are some ways we can reward ourselves? So let's say we do that. We reward ourselves like I showed up today. I always, after an audition, after every single audition, I reward myself with something. So usually I send a thank you card to the casting office. And then I will either buy myself an amazing, delicious cup of quality coffee, right? If I don't have the money at that time, I will go home and I will make my own pour over, right? So that for me is like the ritual of that, the feeling of that, the high-end feeling of that makes me feel like I've rewarded myself. I have clients who love to go to art museums. So they have a membership to the Met, and after they go to an audition, they'll go and just stare at Monet's water lilies, and they'll just feel rewarded from that. So today, I want you just to think about what your goal is. What is the one thing you want to accomplish right now, and what's a step you can take towards that? Now, once you've done that action, you've taken one small action, how do you reward yourself? Give yourself a reward, and let me know in this group, in this page, what you did, how you did it. Now, I am going to be doing, I'm supposed to say this. Share with your friends. Share this with your friends. Ask people to reward themselves, right? For small, small victories. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be just on the other end of booking something. Today, if we take one small action towards our dreams and our goals, it's a successful day. So we can redefine success and how we feel on a daily basis. Now, I'm going to be doing these live streams every day for the next 2 weeks. That's my goal. I've committed to it. And I'd love to know what topics you want me to talk about. I've got a list of things I'm going to hit up, but I also would love to help you guys. And then on Wednesdays, I'm doing between shows, backstage with Bret. I'm going to be doing a live chat in my private Broadway Life Coach Facebook group. So that group, if you look up Broadway Life Coach group, that's going to be more coaching and less of a topic. So you can join the Broadway Life Coach Facebook group and meet me in there, and I'll answer your questions, and we'll have a good time, and that'll be on Wednesdays. All right. I have no idea how long this has been going on, but I looks like I had a couple people in here. I'm so glad you guys were here. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Have a great day.